So you're trying to scrape leads on LinkedIn without paying for tools like Apollo, Sales Navigator, or even paid APIs like Apify. In this video, I'll be showing you the exact workflow that I personally use to scrape thousands of leads from LinkedIn. It hardly takes less than 10 minutes to set up, requires no coding, and fetches 1000 leads a day. So before we get started, you need to have your N8N setup. I'm assuming that you have it set up already. So let me execute this workflow. As you can see, it's pulling the leads we need and it is filling our Google Sheet live. Basically, what we do is we use Google to fetch all the information we need. After that, what we do is we process all that information using a code node, and finally we add that to our Google Sheet. So first we have this set fields node. Now what this does is it passes all the important information to our Google node, which fetches all the data we need. First you need to change this max pages number. Now what this does is it tells Google to fetch for the specific number of profiles you need. Now I've set this number to 30, which means that it will fetch 300 leads. Now, to simplify this, you can think about it this way. Each Google page has 10 search results. So, if I quickly search for this, it should fetch 10 search results. The next thing we need to change is this base query. Now, this can be broken down into a simple formula, which is nothing but role times keyword. We have this Google node. Now, what this does is it sends a GET request to this Google custom search API, and we use Google to fetch all the information we need. Now, this means that your account won't get banned. Now, here you just need to make two changes. One is you need your API key, and the other is this CXID. And I'll show you how you can get that in a moment. So, to get this API key, you just need to go to console.cloud.google.com and you sign up there and create a new project. After you're done creating a new project, you just need to create a credential and copy your API key. Now, simply you just need to paste it here. So, after you're done with that, you head over to Google Programmable Search. You create a browser, and once created, you just copy that CXID and paste it here. So the next node we have is a split out node. Now what this does is it splits the data into different parts so that it becomes easier to process later on. Finally, we use this code node. I've just used ChatGPT to write this code. Now you don't need to write this code because I've included the free template in the description. So basically what this does is it puts everything together so that we can send the data over to our Google Sheets. After that, we just wait for a few seconds just to make sure that we don't get any errors. And finally, to save us a bunch of time later on, we use this remove duplicates node. So basically, what this does is it removes all the duplicate items. And finally, we send everything over to this Google Sheets node and we update our data to a Google Sheet. To set this up, you just need to create a new Google Sheet with the following columns. And once you're done with that, you just need to come here and click on credentials. Click on create new credential and a button should pop up below to sign in with your Google account. You just click that. And once you're done with that, it's configured and you're good to go. So after we are done with this, the only change we need to make here is you need to map your columns. So to do that, you just click refresh and all your columns will be fetched. And to map your columns, we just simply drag and drop. So you've finally done setting this up. Now we have this another code node, and what this does is it checks whether we need to fetch more leads or not based on this max pages number we set earlier. So after that's done, we just check whether the condition is true or false. If we are done fetching the leads, the workflow simply stops. I hope I did a good job explaining this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I've linked the free template in the description. I hope you found this helpful and I'll see you in the next one.